Sup, my name is RyuAvalonGaming for the Yugioh Welcome to Guide to Your Side, where basically I help you side deck against a certain deck. Now, I'm a little bit behind on videos, mainly, especially this one was supposed to come out last week. But because I was trying to get Twitch set for you guys, I was not able to do that, so you have my apologies, but it's time we talk about those goddamn frogs. Let's make them into some frog legs. Let's cook them up and make them tasty. Me personally, I'm not a frog leg person, but I know some of you are. So let's get right down to the dirty. Frogs are a nasty rank 2 deck that can spit out the most freaking volatile rank 2 monster ever called freaking Treatoad, and it doesn't want to give you a treat, it wants to give you a fucking walking solemn. That's never fun when you ever walking solemn, but we've dealt with walking solemn judgments before. Let me point out Evil Swarm Dokia, and then Evil Swarm Logia. Well, Logia is technically the solemn of the two, and Dulka is kind of the effect filler that destroys you, but close enough. My point still stands, we've dealt with shit like this before, and this is nothing new. The only thing is Bahamut Shark can actually summon this one, so fuck. It's splashable as hell if you can bring out Bahamut Shark in your deck. You have rank 4, you can actually bring it out and it sacks itself off to nullify 1. That's pretty dank. So, let's get right into the counters. How do you stop an Exceed deck? Really easy. You have Flying Sea. Flying Sea is this card that just says, you know what? No, I'm not letting you summon that. You're not going to get it. You can't have that on your board. Flying Sea is also good, especially if you're a Blue Eyes player, and you have to deal with Evil Swarms in your locals, because that's a nasty deck, or you have to deal with that in your regionals. How you doing? That's an evil deck. So Flying Sea just basically counteracts and says, you keep those monsters on the board, you stop being dirty, and we just play Yu-Gi-Oh! The old-fashioned way. You don't get to make the rank 2. Now, because Flying Sea is technically a level 3, you're not going to be able to utilize it unless they're able to drop its level, or they decide, fuck you, I'm putting a rank 3 in my extra deck and summoning a monster for it. That, or if they synchro out with it, then you have problems. But that's just more problems, because I'm trying to give you every side card there is for it. Power Filter. Not many of you even know what Power Filter is, so I'm actually going to pull up its effect, but it's honestly something I should be talking about on Tech Tuesday fairly soon because of what it can do against the Frog matchup. And basically, it's kind of one of those floodgate cards that when it was officially released, the first time you're like, well, that's kind of shit. And then now, since we actually have a deck that can get rate stopped by it, that's pretty damn cool. I mean, it's kind of funny how that whole thing works, where one day you're like, this card is shit, and the next you're like, this card's amazing. So, neither player can special summon monsters with 1,000 or less attack is spot on. That's why we don't talk about it on Tech Tuesday. It's so point on. It's a continuous spell card. They can't bring out the little froggies. Oh, wait, 1,000 or less attack. Swap Frog, so sorry, you're just under it. You're just under it. It sucks to be a Swap Frog today, doesn't it, folks? I mean, come on, 1,000 point monster that's not hitting the board, that easily stops them. Now, if you can't do Power Filter, you can't do Flying Sea, you're like, Ryu, I just need this shit off the board. Well, I got you. There's Lava Golem, there's Santa Claus, and there's, of course, Volcanic Queen and the Kaiju Sea Turtle. Out of these, I would recommend Santa Claus if you can kill it, Kaiju Sea Turtle if you can kill it, or if you're running Kaijus, you can just get any old fucking Kaiju, it's not going to matter, and steal it back! Because you run Great Owls most of the time, so that's a thing. Or you run it with Yosenju and bounce it back to your hand. Haha! Tributing it out is one of the best ways to really counteract it and not ever to have to see it again, goddammit. Because we all know Treatoad is just going to recycle itself and come back out. But hey, you dealt with it once, you can deal with it again. The next card I'm going to talk about is Max C. Now, why Max C? It's mainly because you could draw into those outs that you would basically tribute out the Treatoad. You don't have to deal with them anymore. And you just get them the fuck off the board and you never have to look at them again. Until they summon it again and you have to deal with it again. But hey, Max C will get you there. Vanity's Emptiness. Great way to basically say, you know what? You can't special summon. I officially win the fucking game because your whole deck relies on you bringing that frog out. You ain't doing it no more. Then there's also Macros Cosmos and D-Fissure if you want to hit their resource pool and you want to floodgate them to next week. Those are great options that you can actually use against them. And then you also have Majesty's Fiend, the son of a bitch that basically just says, no monster effects for you. You don't even get to sell them in the graveyard. You can't recycle. Well, you can't recycle, and you can't use your solemn effect. Tough shit. Sucks to be you. Majesty's Fiend has cost many, many people of a duel in the past couple of months of monarchs running around like little crickets that they are. Ironically, we're in the reptile room again. But Majesty's Fiend's one of those cards that just comes out and goes, you know what? You can't use your effect. You're going to have to goddamn deal with it. Utopia to Lightning. Why not? Utopia to Lightning, if you have it on board, you could just swing at the frogs. With no care in the world, you don't have to worry about it. You know what also works about having a monster on the board that they can't really get over? Is BLs. BLs is gorgeous. BLs is one of those cards that just goes, I'm a big 3,000 fatty, and I'm gonna come at you with everything I can do with my two heads. No, seriously, BLs is freaking amazing in this matchup. Solemn Warning, Solemn Strike on Summon, if you can pull that off, it works. There's Chaos Hunter. Now, Chaos Hunter may not seem that good, but you can pretty much just bring it out, and it's a big freaking booty, bitch. Booty-O's! And you drop her on the board, and of course, this can also work against Cosmos, because then they can't banish, and if you can protect it, they don't wreck it, then you're good to go. And it's just great. You'll love Chaos Hunter. It's mere cost of one card in your hand, and with Twin Twister, you're ready to do that now. So, that's the thing. Skill Drain. It works great. Because you're nullifying the effect. You're getting it off the board. They can still recycle it, but still. Different Dimension Ground. For the same reason as Macros, Cosmos, and D-Fish. You're basically just hitting it. So, like, when they go for Swap Frog, they can't set up Run Toad, and then they'll have to go to something completely else. But there are other ways for the deck to bring it out. Just be fair warned, you want to have as many outs as you possibly can. Fossil Dyna does not get enough love and just basically walls the frogs. Because if you turn one this with something like Kaiser Coliseum and some protection, like Moon Mirror Shield, you get a little kinky about it, your wife loves it, then they won't be able to do Squat Dearly Squat against your Fossil Dyna. And that's just beautiful, because they can't special summon. They can't special summon. There's no Treatoad to be had. And then, because I did my research, King Tiger Wangu, or Watsanagu. I forgot what its actual TCG name is. Basically, a monster under 1700 that is normal summon or special summon immediately gets sent. Combine that with Macros Cosmos, you have a disgusting combo that will keep those frogs away and into a little cage where they belong forever and ever and ever. Anyways, guys, hopefully this was helpful for you and you can still find something and a little bit of entertainment value in the video. Hopefully you can find something that will help you against frogs, because I know it's a pain in the ass deck, trust me. And as we get closer and closer to their release, there's going to be more and more hype around it, and of course, you guys know what's going to happen. Cards are going to be expensive. But we can still play against Treatoad. It's not that hard, I promise you. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe for more if you're new to the channel. And I will see you tomorrow for coffee time. As always, I'm Ryu, and I'm signing out. Peace.